Hey, new music.
Like that.
I had to update the music because we kept getting copyright claims on the music from the intro, so I had to update the music. Well, welcome to Tipsy Gossip. I am Roz Mix here with our host Marcy Diamond, and Ken Shuck. How are you ladies doing tonight?
Great.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Sometimes you gotta take a break and regroup and come back even better. So you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I feel good about it. I always feel like the music's too loud. How are you, Ken Shuck?
I'm here. I'm doing all right.
Come on, we need more energy. We need more energy than that. Come on now.
It's been a long day. My daughter was at the hospital, so I'm trying to decompress.
That makes sense.
Marcy, how you been? Besides having fun in the pool at night.
I've been okay. Going through some BS, but I'm all right. I'll get through it.
I mean, we all during our break, we all went through some BS.
We sure did.
But we come out stronger, we come out better afterwards. So that's the key. That's the key to it.
Yep. Absolutely. Do we have any watchers yet?
Yeah, we have one so far coming in.
Cool.
And if you are watching, make sure you give us a like. Make sure you comment. Let us know any questions you might have, or talk to us. We're here to talk to you also. So don't be shy in the comment section.
Don't be shy.
So where do you want to start today?
I think we should start with Nick Cannon because that's just something I just saw. And this guy is busy. And he has no shame. And they said a financial expert estimated that he probably pays about $3 million a year in child support.
$3 million?
Wow.
A year. That don't last forever.
Well, this is his ninth right here. She was in the Jay-Z For Real video. I was just fronting. Do you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so what is he saying to these women?
You got me. I mean, the one Abby De La Rosa that had kids with him, I just read an article where she said that she is his main and she's okay with it. And she has a problem with him being honest, though. That he does have an issue being honest, but they're trying to work through it. So who knows what that means.
Okay. We got a comment. What's up, Alex? Looking sensational as always.
Thanks, Alex.
If a man is getting 9 women pregnant in the span of a year and a half? Are you truly his main? Is there such thing as you being his main?
I don't think so.
Ken Shop.
I don't know how true this is, but on the episode of Law and Order, there's a disorder that makes men impregnate multiple women. And that's their goal. But what he tells each of the women is that, you're the one, I love you, we're going to be together and have a family.
I don't think Nick is doing that.
He got 9 kids.
No, I don't think he's telling me you're going to be the one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they know that, this is a business transaction. There are little rumors that he has a disease and that he's using the kids in case he ever needs a, transplant or something, and he's making his own, farming kids, to help heal them.
Wow.
That's a rumor. Allegedly, I didn't come up with that, so don't come after me. So that's what they're saying about him.
That's really gross.
And it's crazy because they're saying that he wasn't messing with any black or dark skinned women, and look what he did. He wouldn't find a dark skinned woman and got her pregnant. So
yep.
Can you imagine years from now, Nick Cannon's kids just running around and it's crazy.
Can you imagine how many grandkids he's gonna have?
He's making his own. What's the word? His own family tree.
Mm-hmm. The amount of grandkids he's gonna have is unbelievable.
No, I cannot imagine. the amount of grandkids he's gonna have because I only have 3 children and I got a whole lot of grandchildren.
Wow.
So multiply that a couple more times.
You say each one of them is gonna have like 3, let's say 2 to 3. So he could have anywhere from 20 to 30 grandkids.
And let's say one of his kids wants to be like him and has a bunch of kids, and it's gonna be one. It's gonna be one that's gonna try. I want to be like my dad.
Exactly.
And then depending on when they start, he could have great grandkids and.
Yep.
Whew.
I don't know. He just has no shame, and I feel like this Abby De La Rosa. I read an article that said that she has never gotten so much hate in her life, and she doesn't understand why people are so invested in her relationship and what she does.
I don't know. I would never hate on her. I would just be like, you're not, you shouldn't call yourself the main one. That's when I would say, oh, let me change the background. Like, yeah, I understand that that you think you two are together, but to call yourself the main is ridiculous because there's 8 other women out here with little kids. You know what it takes to make kids. So
does he actually have time to spend with all of them?
There's no way you could spend time with them. There's no way. I'm pretty sure they're not all in LA or all in, wherever he's at.
So they're just like little trophies.
That's how some men do it. I mean,
that's so gross.
And the more you think about it, the worse it gets because it's not just he's having kids, but that he's rawing all these women, and there's no telling like any type of random women he's the ones he's not gotten pregnant, he's trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot. That's a high body count. You're on mute, Marcy.
Yeah, I know.
But that's a super high body count. That's putting a lot of miles on your stuff.
On your stuff.
I have ears around, so I got to sense my.
Yeah, that's like being a starlet or something. Like you're not even in the industry, and you got a lot of bodies on you.
I don't know. I've never been big on body counts. I mean, I've never been big on that. I never asked any girls, "What's your body count?" I
Really?
don't want to know. No, I never asked that question.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought every guy asked that.
No, because what you just setting yourself up for failure. Because you say something like it's only 2, you're like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if she says like, well, I stopped counting when it got to 40.
Dang.
Like what are you gonna do? What you gonna say then? Like
40? What the hell? Yeah.
So just leave it alone. We all go through our phases where we, go
I've never
crazy.
been asked that question.
Really?
Really? I've never been asked that question.
I have. That's crazy. I thought everybody was. This is before I got into the industry. I was asked that. I've been married since I got in, so I don't have to answer that, but thank God I don't have to answer that now because I couldn't even count.
It's a dumb. I mean, to me, it's a dumb question. Like you're not going to get an answer that you're going to be pleased with.
Mm-hmm. Or you're not going to believe them.
Right. I mean, especially at my age, me and the woman at my age, that's a whole life. So it's no, if you just think like you started in high school. I graduated in 97. That's 25 years ago. So
yeah.
But I was married for 25 years, so that gives me kind of a 25-year pass.
Well, you need to get caught up. You need to go through a whole phase and just wreck shop for a little bit.
She'll never do it.
She'll never tell it. That's the difference.
I'll never do it.
She'll never tell it. That's the difference. You never underestimate what somebody do. That but they tell us what the key is. That's why you think every man's asked that though. I'm not. No, a lot of men do. A lot of them who ask them they probably insecure. Because I don't want to know. Like,
I think I would be offended if somebody said, "What's your body count?" I was like, "Do you want to know how many people I've murdered, or what?" You'd have to clarify that for me.
What's up, Robert?
Hey, Robert.
Make sure if y'all have any questions, make sure y'all ask what's y'all body count in the chat. Tell me y'all body counts right now. Don't lie.
Put it out there.
And do women ask that? Do you ask a man? Do you want to know?
I've never thought to ask that. Actually, I've never thought about that.
Do women ask that? Because I don't want to lie to you. I don't know the exact number because it's so low.
That's good. That's good. You probably can on one hand, right?
Yeah, one hand.
That's good.
You know, I felt bad when I got to 2. I was like, I need to slow down myself. I need to slow down because, you know.
I am not going to comment on that. I'm
Wait,
just going to let that go.
Hold on 1 second.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
You're going to let that one slide, huh?
So, but yeah, I've never, like I said, I've never been asked that question. I don't know what if somebody just like asked me that, I'd probably stop and be like, 1,
why are you asking me that?
2. I don't know. I don't know how I would handle it. I would probably be shocked and offended, and if I had the ability to, I'd probably get up and leave.
Yeah, you probably know 2 offhand of mine. Kinstock Shindy going a little phase that, you know, is out of my control.
Oh, is that right? It was out of your control?
It was out of my, it was nothing I can do. It was nothing I can do. I was on the tear, and well, you know how you you know how you in a relationship and you feel that, you know, I'm mad, I'm hurt, so I'm finna go wild, you know what I'm saying?
How are you though with the whole Nick Cannon syndrome, getting a girl pregnant? Are you freaked out about it? Are you using protection? Are you demanding they be on the pill? Are you demanding to know what they're doing for protection? Are you like real cautious, or were you when you were going through that phase, were you just like, yeah, whatever?
I was always cautious because I didn't want more kids. My pullout game was super strong because once you have your first time doing it, you have twins. You're scared. You're scared the next few times, you know.
True.
And like I said, you know, the twins are 20, and now I have a 5-year-old. So that tells you that I was super careful in my phases. And you know, I'm not going through a phase right now. I'm actually don't even want to do it right now. I'm too old to go through a phase right now. But
that's good. There's something to be said for getting older and getting more mature and actually thinking.
Alex says he likes your nails.
Yeah. I just got them done yesterday.
I think it's hysterical. They call those grippers now.
Is that right?
The grabbers.
Grabbers.
I'm not gonna say for what though, you know what I'm saying?
They are very nicely done, but you know, me and the blue.
This color. I was about to get red too, but I was like, you know what? I do red so much. Let's try this.
Ken shocks the blood, so she doesn't want to see any blue. Gang banging out here.
I'm whored for life. That's what I am. But please don't ever think of me when you getting your nails done. You do whatever you want to do to your nails.
All right. I'll do it next time. I love red. That's my favorite color to do nails is red. But I had just done that stupid red nails with all those rhinestones, and I didn't like them. So I was like, I'll give that a break. I picked red though. And then I was like, can you change it to blue?
Well, speaking of blue.
Yes.
Blueface and his girl, Wasn't it Krishan? What's her
Yep.
last name? Man? Well, they've had a few fights over our break.
They've had some.
Like they've had some all-out street fights.
Yep.
But now they promised that there's going to be no more fighting between the two, and they did a little walk last night. Walk on the runway. She is super cute, though. I'm not going to even lie to you.
He looks like he really loves her.
It's so much toxic to it that, it's just super toxic relationship. Like, look at them. Like, they're the type who will fight and break furniture and then have sex on top of the broken furniture.
Yeah.
That's just like movie type toxicity between those two.
Where were they walking? What was that for?
They're doing like a model show, a little runway.
Oh.
But it's like they were always getting into it. Like they catching each other. She called them cheating, and they fighting on the street. Like I can't find those videos. They must have scrubbed those videos. I can't find that anywhere now.
Probably. I saw that the fight on the street was. She really throws some jabs.
And she was hanging with him. She was going blow for blow with him. I was like, good Lord.
Yep.
And there's like another video where she just like punches him out the blue.
I saw that in the bar or whatever it was. Just decks him twice. Like who knows what they were talking about, but it didn't even look like it was a fight. It didn't even look like it was anything serious. They were just sitting there talking, and next thing you know, she just throws a right. And then he's standing there, she throws another one. I'm like, damn, y'all.
that Kinshawk toxic stuff,
I'm pleading the fifth here.
I used to do that shit. Throw shit at the wall.
Because it's not just in a that's where I would have to own up and say might be a toxic person. Because if you come at me wrong, I might not say anything at the time, but like you said, I might just punch you out of the blue. And that doesn't mean I have to be in a relationship with you.
Yep.
And that I'm really way too small to be doing that. But
what is going on here? Oh, they arrested. I was about to say, whoa, let me stop this. What's going on?
Wow, I didn't know they got her.
Oh yeah. But like it's just like this is like normal for them. Like they friends, nobody jumped in the middle or anything. It's just normal. They do this.
Talk about no shame.
And then she is getting arrested afterward.
But sometimes your temper just works that way. You might see something that, maybe he said hi to the bar girl too quick or something. And she said, what was that all about? And he didn't answer her fast enough, or he didn't give the right response. And she was like, I want to hear this shit.
Right. Yep.
I in my mind, I can see how it happened.
That could be.
I mean, are you hearing what you're saying?
I know exactly what I'm saying. And if anybody I know is watching, they know exactly what I'm saying.
Yo. Okay. So you're an abuser. All right. So how long
abuser.
How long does a relationship like that last? I mean, it can't go on for a long period of time.
No, because especially when you involve children in it, then it's like women put up with that shit. It's hilarious. And well, I'm thinking of when a man's an abuser, and then all of a sudden when they have a baby, it's I can't do it anymore. So that once they bring a kid in it, then all of a sudden they wise up. But I don't know if he would wise up if she brought a kid in the situation with him. If he would be the one to say, I can't do this anymore. It's not good for the kid.
Probably not.
I didn't know they had kids.
No, they don't. But I'm saying if they have a kid together.
Oh, okay.
Would he just all of a sudden wise up?
Probably not.
What's up, Ra? How you doing? And make sure y'all give them the thumbs up. Ask any questions, go ahead. Don't be shy to ask. Yo, nah, they don't have kids, but I hope they don't have kids. Please don't have kids.
Yeah.
Please don't have kids.
It's a bad situation,
Just wait. Okay.
and I'm saying that from experience. It's a bad situation.
Yeah. I've been involved in that in a situation where there was abuse and it was horrible.
No, I'm talking about when the woman is the
Oh yeah.
abuser. Because when it's the man to the woman, everybody can kind of wrap their heads around that. You know, he's bigger, he's stronger, whatever. But when it's the woman that's the abuser, they criticize the man. They don't take it as seriously, and they don't think it hurts them as much. It does. And it's just as toxic.
I
Or
used
just
to
like,
want to punch so bad. I used to want to. I'll never forget when my ex cheated on me. I was standing in the kitchen. I'm looking at the knives. I'm looking at his back. I'm looking at the knives. I'm looking at his back. I'm looking at the knives, and I'm like, I just wish I could take a fucking knife and stab the fuck out of you. But of course, I
That
didn't
means you're
do it.
not an abuser.
I
Because
didn't
if
do
you were
it.
an abuser, you would not have looked twice. You would have picked
Mhm.
up the knife and you would have went at, and that
Yep.
would have been it.
Yep.
That's an abuser's mentality. Is like retaliation for something that they perceive to be a slight.
Right.
You didn't perceive that to be a slight. You knew that for a fact. But I mean, like, you didn't pick up your underwear off the floor and now you've left dishes on the kitchen table. That, in abuser's mind, that would set him off.
Right. And this man was disgusting. He would demand to smell my chocha, have me spread my legs when I'd come home and smell it. And I'll
oh
never forget.
wow.
I'm crying one time. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And then I had to, or else he hit me. He wasn't. He was horrible.
There's a lot of women that tell me they want to smell their stuff when they come home.
Isn't that terrible?
It's terrible. It is
I
terrible.
don't even know what I saw in this guy now that I look back.
It's a. Alex says only an idiot would cheat on Marcy Diamond.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Rod
And
says, "Oh my god."
and see, I would have taken that to the next step, which is why I've never like dated or been with an abuser, because if I knew that was going to be the question, I'd have bought a can of sardines on the way home.
But you're hurting yourself more, aren't you?
No, because what are you going to say? It's a can of sardines. Here you go. This is what it smelled like. Sardines.
He would check receipts, like whenever I would leave a store, to see what the receipt time said versus what time I got home. It was ridiculous. I got
Yeah,
lost one time on I-95. I got lost, and he didn't believe I got lost coming home. We had just moved to Miami. I'm so happy I'm out of that relationship. Thank
he
you.
got in here. He got inside your head.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to take a tour up here because
Right.
it's nuts. So, and I'm sorry that happened to you, because once somebody like that gets inside your head, they instill fear in you.
Yeah.
And so you want to do everything right. I have to
You
be
want to
here
do
this
everything
time.
right.
Right. You want to, because you're afraid.
Yep.
I don't think I have that switch, because if you try to do something this way, I go the other way. But, and I'm not saying I'm better than you. Please don't take it that way.
No,
That's
no,
not
I get you.
wrong. I'm just saying is that I just don't have that level of fear, and I'm sorry that happened to you, because that has to be horrifying.
It's funny because I could never allow that to happen now. Now I could never. I don't want to be involved in any kind of violence. It's funny now that I'm older. I don't want any kind of loudness. Don't want no slamming doors. Even if I'm upset about something, I'm not going to behave that way because I like calm. You know.
I'm very calm and laid back, and if you messing up my
You
calmness, you
value
got to
that
go.
when you get older. You value that.
I don't want to deal with dramas. If you constantly bringing drama,
but I think you
Sorry.
value it a little bit more, Marcy, because you got out of the chaos.
Yeah.
When you walk out of chaos, when you get calm and you get peace, you value it much
I
more.
do.
Than
I do. You're
people
right.
that didn't have to walk through that fire.
I never thought about that. You're right.
Let me publicly apologize to my ex-husband because I know he valued peace a lot.
Does he value it now?
Oh yeah, but he still speaks to me like a human being.
That's nice.
So,
is he remarried?
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah. Do they fight?
I have no idea. I'll ask my son. He live right next door to him. So. I don't wish that they do. I don't hope that they do because I understand and recognize and admit to my toxicity in that relationship. And
it's funny because now I won't fight with anybody that I'm with over.
Right, I'm the same way, and people don't understand that they want to fight. And I'm like, well, I don't want to fight. Why should I be fighting you? We're in a relationship. Why are we fighting?
Exactly.
Life is stressful enough. I got to go deal with people at work and drive home in heavy traffic. I got to come home and fight with you. Get out of here.
Yeah. No
Rod
shit,
has a question. Man. What made you get into the porn industry, and how much did you get paid for your first film?
What made me get in porn was I went to LA with a friend of mine that's a porn star, and an ex-friend. Well, I don't know, whatever. We're not really chummy anymore. And I saw how these girls made a lot of money, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do this. So I called my husband and said, would it bother you if I did this? So I started out with Score magazine. They paid me like $800 for a scene. You don't get paid a lot of money. You really don't. So it's your job as a porn star. These companies are not going to really do much for you. You need to make your own momentum. All these girls think, they're going to be made a star, and all these companies are going to be asking them to work for them constantly. It's you got to do the work. You got to film. You got to make the momentum, have the momentum drive you. And then once companies see that, they're like, oh, she's out here filming a lot. She's working constantly. You see her everywhere. Let's hire her. So, yeah, that was my first one. It was Score magazine for Bootylicious. And it was $800. And I haven't regretted it. I've wondered how in the hell I ended up in this a couple times. It's kind of weird. But every time I'm on here, you got to go pee. What is with that? Every single time.
He has one more question. Do you know? I already know the answer to this. Do you know Nina Hartley or Sarah G?
Yeah, I did a scene with Sarah J. And it won an AVN award, the video that we did, which was amazing. So that's great. So her DVD won the award. So it was the first BBW award BBW video that she ever did.
So she's just with a bunch of BBWs in every scene?
Yeah, me, Sophia Rose. I think it was Sophia Rose. I
just seen that clip not too long ago. It's the Sophia Rose one.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, you did not.
Allegedly. Sophia Rose, yeah. Alex says, well, Marcy Down is the true definition of bootylicious.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
All right. Well, speaking of abusers, we got to talk about this for one quick second. R. Kelly was found guilty of 6 more counts of child pornography and enticing minors into sex. He is currently serving 30 years in New York for sex trafficking, and they're about to add more years to his sentence.
Wait, found guilty of child pornography. I thought this was something that he got busted for a while in jail, like having pornography on your phone.
No, this is this trial was in Chicago. So he's had trials across the country for this. They finally starting to crack down on him, and now in Chicago they found him guilty of 6 charges.
This guy.
You know what? May he rest in peace. But I'm kind of upset that people are coming out and trying to say he's going to get out. He's going to tell on somebody. I'm like, he's not getting out. It's done for. He is done for.
Yeah. How in the world could you get out? Who could you tell on? Somebody made you do it? No.
The cameraman.
Right? He was the cameraman. He set up the camera, and he goes and does things.
Maybe he thought nobody would tell because he's R. Kelly.
What he was getting away with it.
Yeah. But the thing that kind of upset me about the whole situation was where he was like, I was abused. So if you know what it feels like, why you doing it to other people?
Right?
Hurt people, hurt people.
Why do people abuse that have been abused? Because I gotta tell you the truth, my mom beat the crap out of me with a belt, and my grandma beat the crap out of her with the belt. But I didn't do that to my kids because I remember how I felt and how angry it made me. It made me really, really, really angry at my mother, and it made me just hate her.
Well, some people think that's the only way to raise kids is to beat the hell out of them for some reason. But that's
Yeah.
starting to get, you know, that's starting to be not a thing anymore. You know, people are looking for better ways to raise their kids, and they're going Ken shot putting their head down. But people are looking for better ways to raise a kid. Not so much just you're in timeout, but something better. Talking to them, and I mean, some people still hold that option to beat their kids. I still hold that option, but I don't. I look for better ways to parent.
I don't think you should beat your children for everything. But when they're little, like 2 or 3, if they run towards the road and you swat them on the butt, that shocks them. That makes them associate, don't go towards the road. But if they're 16 and you beating them with a belt, you're an ineffective parent. At that point, you should be talking to your child and trying to understand why the situation that occurred. In between, 3 and 16, if you catch them stealing, you make them go work for the store. You don't spanking them's not gonna do anything.
Well, again, I'm gonna show this. This kid was 15. What do you do?
Who knew somebody that age could do that?
Huh?
Just who knew? And someone that age could do that. Could be capable of that.
That's a lot of anger and rage built up to do this much damage to your own house.
Or that's a manic situation where the person has disassociated.
I'm talking, he didn't just, he didn't just do one room. He destroyed the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom. I mean,
because he's not in control. He's not functioning on a level that he can think.
What this tells me is the cops were never called, because whenever the rampage starts, somebody calls the cops and then the cops come get there after about bedroom 1, maybe bedroom 2. But they're still not there in this video.
Because she's crying because she's fearful. Remember, this is a 15-year-old male.
Yeah, she said he's 6'1", 270. So that tells you he's a big boy.
So she's just trying to get out of his way and protect. If she has apparently she has smaller kids, she's trying to protect them.
Damn.
So she just got out of his way until his rage subsided, which I don't think it did. It looks like he just left.
What I'd like to know is, how do you break the toilet like that?
He probably had to have like a hammer or something, because
no, he probably kicked it.
Oh God.
Good Lord.
So, I mean, if I came home and my son did this, I would be more terrified than anything. Like, yo, what is going? What, yo? I would be speechless. Like, yo, what? Hey.
If he could have tore the mattresses in half, he would have done that too.
Right. Like, that is pure destruction. Like, when you see somebody,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You notice it doesn't look like he took any like knives and like cut anything. So he wasn't like looking for weapons or anything. He was just on destructo mode, because it doesn't look like he took a bat to any of this stuff. It just looks like he was throwing stuff around, flinging stuff down, because that refrigerator, he just grabbed it from the back and threw it. So it doesn't look like
counter.
He kicked the counter.
God. Tell him something he doesn't like. Look out.
But do you just get him? What do you do? I mean, do you just get him heavily medicated to keep him?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, you get him evaluated.
I mean, after you evaluate, I'm pretty sure the evaluation is going to find some stuff. Do you just? You got to get him medicated or something.
Because that looks like a manic bipolar episode to me. That's what it looks like to me. And lithium would reset him. He may need some like tranquilizers or something to keep him stable. But it looks like he was just on a manic tear.
Will you suggest he smoke some cannabis sativa?
No, I wouldn't suggest he smoke anything.
Alex says whooping is outdated now. Spanking Marcy, hell yeah, hell to the yeah. That man has a crush. That man is letting you know where he stands on everything. I don't know. I've been conflicted by that video for a day. Like, what do you do with that? What do you do with him? I mean, you said get him evaluated, but then like
he needs to go to a special school, a special something. 15. Too bad you can't send him to the military, where he's got to
would not help.
Obey.
That would not help. He can't. If he's chemically imbalanced, he can't obey.
Right.
He can't control his behavior. So once you get him evaluated, then you medicate him properly and you teach him anger management skills. Sound like I've been through this?
Alice says Marcy's absolutely beautiful. Hey, y'all give me these compliments. Make sure you hit her Cash App. You see it right there. Pog Life, $ Pog Life on Cash App.
I love you.
Make sure you get the video a thumbs up. Make sure you share the stream. Share it on your favorite social media. Share it right now. We're gonna be live for a little bit, so share it. Give a thumbs up. Subscribe now. Subscribe. Hit the Cash Ups. It is right there at the bottom. All right, where were we? I've been dumbfounded by that video. So
I never even saw it. That's crazy. So I guess she never called the cops.
So I don't think she. You know what? If you have a son that's going through a rage like that, calling the cops would be the worst thing that you can do, because they would come in with the guns blazing.
True, I forgot about that. They don't handle things right. When my mom called cops on my dad, they came in manhandling instead of understanding my dad was on a substance. They want to manhandle. They don't want to talk things out.
It's been so many wellness checks that ended up where somebody was ended up dead because the cops came. It's like, yo, don't they and I've been saying they need to have something different that they send instead of the cops for these situations, because how do you go to a wellness check ready to pull your gun?
Yeah, a wellness check, really.
Oh my God.
Because they don't know what they're going to meet at that wellness check. Because what if the wellness check is the person is being held hostage in their house? If you just knock on the door casually, with your gun holstered and everything, and you get met with a gun in your face, you're not prepared because you're just on a wellness check. It's complicated. I think maybe when they're doing wellness checks, they should try to phone. I don't know if they do. Maybe they should try to call the person. Get them on the phone and say, is everything okay? Is it okay if our officers come up and talk to you so we can see you're all right or whatever?
Yeah.
I think there needs to be some kind of, like social worker type intervention or something in between, because you're sending cops into war zones and we're getting mad at cops because they're shooting people, just randomly, it seems, or when it wasn't warranted. But sometimes they're walking into situations that, if a cop, like he said, if a cop walked into that situation, he'd have shot that boy.
Mm-hmm. That's all it would have been. Put your hands up. He didn't put his hands up. Pow, 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 pow.
No, that young man probably would have thrown something at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really would have shot him. He's got a spoon.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't laugh, but I just hear the tick in my head. So,
Oh my god. Yeah, that's all that would have happened. I'm
but
trying to
yeah,
find
but
this
who do you
last story.
send into that situation? I don't want to send a social worker into that situation. She has no body armor or anything to protect her or him, them. Let me put it that way. So, how do you de-escalate that situation without harming the child that's involved, or the officer that responds, or the social worker that responds? Because I don't see a way to de-escalate that without somebody getting hurt. And that's the core of what we need to solve. Who goes in there? The armed, yeah, I don't know, the military, police. Who goes in there? Who
Right.
stops that child?
Yep.
Do you just let him wear himself out though? Do you just stand back and like, look?
Not if you have other children and people that live in that household.
That's tough. It's super tough.
Maybe we could like shoot a tranquilizer dart. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea to get someone calm.
But yeah, so I wonder what the neighbors were thinking when I was going on. Like, yo, he's at it again, because I'm pretty sure this ain't the first time he's went off.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sad all the way around because that child's in distress. That family's now in distress.
Would you still let him live with you after this?
If he agreed to go and get evaluated and get help, yes. Because you don't abandon your child because they're sick.
Right.
But if they refuse to go get help and refuse to go be evaluated so we could get them help, no, they could not live with me any longer. They would have to go into the system.
I don't know how I would do that if my son was that out of control.
Yeah.
That is something. Because, we've all broke some in anger and felt like, oh shit, I need to stop. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like, oh, I need to stop.
That's the epitome of out of control.
But he was just like, what room did he start in? I'm pretty sure it was like the living room, breaking those glass tables, broke the TV, broke the window, then went to the kitchen. It was like, and still have more left to go to each individual room and each bathroom.
I would have been yelling at him for all the mirrors he broke in my house. I was like, do you know how many years of bad luck you have just brought on this family? 7 times. I'd have been mad about that, but
I'd been mad about the TVs. We're gonna replace all these TVs.
Yeah, and one in the baby's room too.
Nah, I'm like, you know what? Nobody gets any TVs. No TVs for anybody. We finna be listening to radio, like the old school. We gonna sit around the radio at night.
That's actually fun, and if you pop popcorn, it's really cool.
Podcasts, right? Did you hear the number one podcast was Joe Rogan in the past? He had number one, right. And now Meghan Markle has number one spot. She's got it. I'm shocked. Totally shocked.
Is that all of the UK listening to it? Are people just listening to it for controversy?
I don't know, but this shit's just made them mega rich because they came here with zero money, no money.
Well, if they just set up a YouTube channel, they would have been 5 million subscribers in a day. That type of crazy numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And make one video, make one short, it would have, what I'm saying, took care of it.
Yep.
Like they would have pulled Mr. Beast numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
One video, like it's crazy. You'll get the notification. Mr. Beast has uploaded video. Let me go to it. It's already at 1.5 million after 5 minutes. Like, yo,
sheesh.
He does crazy numbers.
How many followers does he have?
He just crossed 100 million. He had a big thing about it. No, well, not for the 100 million. Wait, let me check.
Wow, what kind of videos does he do?
Oh, you haven't seen the Mr. Beast video? He gives away a lot of stuff.
Oh, is that right? That's probably why he gets all the watchers. Is he controversial or he's just fun and plays?
Not controversial. He gives back a lot more than he takes.
Wow.
He has. Oh, shoot! I was wrong. He does have 104 million subscribers.
Never done anything wrong to jeopardize that. That's crazy. Most people get kicked off or lose it or do something.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a little bit of his video. Give me 1 second to get it loaded. Talks amongst yourselves.
I can't wait to see the video and see who this guy is.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question, but please answer it. Marcy, are your eyes blue?
Yes.
Okay. I never could tell if they were blue or green.
Oh, yeah?
I had a bunch of my subscribers and gave them a chance to win tons of money. Starting with this segment where I literally bought a house and a Lamborghini. And I'm going to give this man a choice.
Would you rather have a real Lamborghini? Here's a clip of it. I literally bought one. Or would you rather have a house? This is the key to the house. Here's a shot of me in the house. This house is insane. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchen. But here's the thing. He has no idea what the Lambo looks like or what the house looks
What are you taking?
House.
Okay.
like. What if this is like a 2003 Lamborghini?
It's still a Lambo at the end of the day.
Chandler, what do you think he should pick?
As a fellow giant, you will not fit in a Lambo.
What do you think he should pick?
I don't think it matters if you fit in a Lambo because you got a
Lambo! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. House. He picked a house. Before we show you your brand new house, I want to show you the Lamborghini you could have had. Conveniently enough, the Lamborghini is right here. This,
You messed up, dude.
In this car.
oh yeah, see, you don't fit.
But it's still a Lambo.
You could buy
Damn
a
that.
house for how much this car costs. This is the Lambo you said no to, but let's show you the house you won. All right, come on in. Take off the blindfold. Congrats on your brand new home.
This is mine, right?
This is yours.
So my room, right?
Yeah.
People work their lives for something.
The man just came in and has got a house.
Don't even
It's crazy.
This house costs $90,000 more than the Lamborghini. So you did make the right choice.
because of you and like so all these awesome people like my family.
Let's skip ahead.
$60,000.
That's
You got this, bro. David, I'm going to kick the box.
You got it. Oh boy.
300, 400, 500.
No, every second is $100.
600, 700, 800, 900, $1,000.
That's $1,000.
How long would you hang up there?
We've actually made $6,000
My
already.
son's just did 2 minutes.
Now I cannot feel my legs that much, you know?
But $10,000 you can pay. Bro, this is getting a little crazy.
Carl, no, please.
It's about that
Yeah.
time.
Not like this. My fingers are slipping.
Oh, here it is.
No.
Oh, are you okay? Oh, you good? What do you think your final time was?
It felt like an eternity.
You actually did 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
No!
Let's go! You made $15,000.
Yeah!
Congratulations on winning $15,000. He is here because he's a subscriber. Make sure you hit that button so you can be in a future video.
How many of these necklaces can you buy now?
Like 100,000 maybe?
Okay, I think that's how math works.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah?
What's this?
A bullseye.
This is a dart, and this is $100,000 in cash. And this is Donald. He's going to take this dart, and if he can hit a bullseye from behind that $100,000, I will let you keep all this cash. This is real money. This isn't an easy shot. Look how far away it is. I just gave away a house, and if he hits this bullseye, I have to give away $100,000 on top of that. And the video just started. At this rate, I'm going to lose like $1 million. We need to calm down.
Well, we don't want to get shut down, but that's what he does. He does a lot of videos like that. He gave away an island one time, so he has he's earned those followers. So
Good Lord. So all he does is give stuff away. That's it.
and he did a whole Squid Games episode. Like he did
I have
the
to
whole
look
thing.
that one up.
He did the whole Squid Games. Like
I don't know what
Skits and
Squid
everything.
Games is. What is that?
it's a show from Netflix. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
Alex just put out the Twitter. We know it. You'll see at the end. He also says, "Do you think Meghan Markle will go to the Queen Elizabeth's funeral?" She'll be there.
Yeah,
She will definitely be there. Yeah, she was there, right?
Yeah, she'll be there.
When is the funeral? Didn't it already happen?
I think
No.
so.
I don't think so, did it? The funeral of Queen Elizabeth.
I don't know. She was
She was at something though.
like where they could come view. Laying in state. That's what they call it. Laying in state. But yeah, that whole hanging thing. My sons pitted themselves against each other.
Really?
My younger son won. My older son had the problem where his hand slipped off.
Mm-mm.
I got a big old mogwai out of it.
A Mogwai?
Gremlin mogwai.
I know. I know what the Mogwais are.
Well, everybody might not know.
You could have kept talking. I was listening.
Oh, that's all I had to say.
I think we covered everything. Oh, we got to talk about the ladies who coming out after Hugh Hefner after his death.
Well, I want to talk about these.
What
They're
are
called
those?
cola bubbles.
What's a cola bubble?
And it is Sour Patch version of cola flavored candies. So they're sour at first when you eat them, and then they're sweet and they taste like cola. I usually buy my cola candy from Germany, but
So we're talking about.
Marcy.
Tell Kylie I said hi.
Kylie, you said hi.
So we're talking about the Hugh Hefner. Who's coming out against him?
Oh, those two dingbats. Holly and oh my god, I forget the other girl's name. But I just can't believe that now that the guy's dead and now that you were a willing participant when you were with him and it was okay that he spent all his money on you, take care of you, do all this shit for you, why can't you remember the guy as a kind and loving man that took you in when you didn't have anywhere to go? I don't know. I just think shitting on somebody after they're dead and you're going, ew, it was so gross to have sex with them. Ew, it was so disgusting. Why the hell did you do it? Why were you there? Why did you take advantage of him?
What did she think having sex with a 70-year-old man was going to be?
Yeah, 80-something years old, 83.
Or like 80s, even worse.
Exactly. Don't shit on the guy now. He took you in. He took care of you. He made you a star. He gave you a whole lot more than he took away from you. I just think it's despicable when people, I think they're disgusting for doing these podcasts and talking shit about Hugh Hefner.
Listen. Go ahead, Ken Shark.
I just want to ask a question. What if they didn't think it was going to be what it turned out to be? Not that they didn't think they were going to have sex with this man. Not that they didn't think that they were going to be showered with gifts because of what they... But what if he was doing some weird, perverse stuff to them?
I totally agree. If he was, they should have left.
Okay, you agree they should have left instead of stayed and took advantage of taking it
For 7 to 9 years, yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
My thing is this. They went there and they chose to date him to say that they were his girlfriends.
Yeah.
So you thought he was going to try to, you know what I'm saying? You thought he was just going to be a sugar daddy and not try to get any sugar? I mean,
exactly.
That's the thing about it. It's like it works with some guys who just want the attention, but no, it's Hugh Hefner. You got to pay to play. I hate to say it, but if you want to be seen with Hugh Hefner and say you're his girlfriend, okay, you're my girlfriend. Just, you know what that means. You know what that means tonight.
I just can't believe
that sounds terrible though. I mean, saying it out loud sounds terrible. But it's like, what was you expecting?
I just was gonna say that. What did you think was gonna happen? He's old.
But I agree that if he was asking them to do things they didn't want to do, they had the option to leave. Don't talk trash about him now because you did it.
Yeah.
You did it because you wanted the money.
And the fame.
Don't talk trash about him now. You did it. He was weird for the. What if all he was asking for was to like massage your feet? I personally would think that's weird, and I would leave. I would exit stage left immediately. But that's not like outside of the realm of normal.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I would have said, okay, you can keep your money, you can keep your fame, you can keep your bunny suits, whatever. I gotta go. I'd have left. But if you stayed because you wanted the things he was offering, don't complain and talk about him now.
Yeah, and he can't even defend himself.
Exactly. Okay, let's get a medium in here and
Yeah.
let's get somebody in here that can
It's just
commune with the
all these
spirits
people
and
coming
see
out.
what he got to say.
Yeah, it's all these people coming out saying, "Oh, he did this, he did that, he was gross, he was slimy guy, he was well." You knew
He
that.
lived at the. Isn't he the guy that lived at the Playboy Mansion?
Yeah.
You didn't know that was slimy and gross when you was walking in the door.
Exactly.
It's like
You
take
know-
off your clothes and put on a bunny suit.
Yep.
You had no clue that this was weird when you was walking in.
But only after now you're just running his name in the ground. I'm so sick over it because I think he was a genius. I don't care if he was weird. There's a lot of weird sexually weird people.
And I don't think he lied about it.
Yeah, he didn't.
I don't think he lied about it. I don't think he lied about who he was and what he wanted, because up until he was unable to like mount these women,
Yep.
he told the public who he was and what he was about.
Yep.
I like beautiful young girls around me,
With blonde hair.
clothes, whatever. I don't know that much about him. I thought he was creepy, but I didn't go to his mansion.
Right.
So, but you know, it's wrong to vilify somebody after they're deceased for what they proudly displayed when they were alive.
Even if he's not dead, the fact that you were a willing participant, nobody drug you in the door and said you gotta stay. No one made you stay.
I think if they come out after him, after the fact, they should be made to repay all the money.
Exactly. Give it all back, hoes.
It's tragic.
That's my thought on that.
Well, on that note, she is Marcy Diamond. You can find her at Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because her second Twitter, they banned the first one. You can also find her on TikTok at Marcy Diamond. Check out her Instagram at Marcy Diamond 14. I just find that hysterical. Why is it 14? Because it's her 14th Instagram. They keep banning her for little stuff that, even though some women show their hope. Never mind. I am Roz Mix. You can find me at Twitter at Roz_Mix. My TikTok is, don't worry about TikTok. Follow me on Instagram also. Roz_Mix. Check out my YouTube. Just search Roz Mix on YouTube. You'll find it. Subscribe. You'll get some funny stuff on there. She is Ken Shock. You can find her at KenShock29 on Twitter. Follow her. Let's build up her Twitter. We're trying to build up her Twitter. I'm not gonna say the last thing because we already said it. So, any last words before we shut it down for tonight?
Nope.
Anything, Ken Shock?
Nope.
I don't want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you keep commenting. Even after the show, just comment on it. Make sure you give us likes, shares, all that good stuff. Add the podcast to your favorite playlist. Let me take that down. And we'll see you guys next week. We missed you guys. We're happy to be back. We'll be back more often. All right. See you later.
Yay. Bye.